It's a Manchu. Welcome back to The Outer Worlds, this time Murder on Eridanos. It's been a while, yes, I know, and I put out a video earlier talking about why it's been a while, but in any case, yeah, it's been a while. But I'm finally back to The Outer Worlds for a new DLC called Murder on Eridanos. I'm here on the menu screen because I wanted to point out something. This was not in the game when I played Pearl on Gorgon. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. At least I don't think it was. But I can push, for more information, push triangle, Murder on Eridanos, and it shows me actually what the requirements are to trigger the DLC when it will start, which is nice. I don't think that feature was there when I played through Peril on Gorgon, so I kind of started a new character and just played until it triggered, and I didn't know what was going to cause it. It took a while to get there, but now it's obvious and you can know what you need to do to trigger the DLC, which is nice. So what was that again? Recommended for players who've reached level 30 or higher. I have to have gained access to Stellar Bay landing pad, and then I talk to Ada to trigger it. Okay, simple. And what I'm gonna do, when I played through Peril on Gorgon, I started with a new character and got up to the start of the DLC, and that new character was Og. And I'm gonna start back to a save file that should be just before the final part of the main game, and continue from there. And that character, I think, at that point is level 33. Okay, now I'm back with Og. And let's see, if I look at his character description, in case you're not familiar with my playthrough of Peril on Gorgon. So Og is not the sharpest tool in the shed. He likes hitting things with blunt objects. That's his forte. That's what he does. So as you can see, a lot of skill with one-handed and two-handed melee. And as I understand it, Murder on Eridanos is going to be kind of a murder mystery type of thing. So how is that going to work for a character who's an idiot? And by the way, as I play through this, just like I did with Peril on Gorgon, I'm going to choose every dumb option that there is. If an option comes up for a dumb dialogue option, I will choose it.
Impeccable timing, Captain. I was about to watch the latest episode in Halcyon Helen's thrilling serial adventure.
What?
Welcome. How can I be of assistance?
I think I skipped some dialogue there. What was that Aetherwave drama you talked about?
Certainly, Captain. I was hoping you would ask.
It was the law-forsaken parasites. I had become obsessed. My quest to stop them. To avenge my partner, Philip. And my ex-partner, Bernice. And Lieutenant Jurgen. And those two informants had brought me to Rizzo's distillery. But it wasn't just the triple distilled deliciousness of Rizzo's Spectrum brand vodka that I found there. It was death. I made sure the Brain Eaters paid the price. But at what cost to me? It's you.
This is the Halcyon News Network with breaking news. Halcyon Helen has been murdered. Administrator Ludovico of Rizzo's refused to answer the big question on everyone's mind. Who will Spectrum Vodka's next spokesperson be? claiming that a special investigation must be concluded first.
Captain, we have a communication coming in from one Administrator Ludovico.
Get off the transmission, Cedric. We agreed to let me do the negotiating. Law be with you, friend. I am Administrator Ludovico of the famed Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. But there's no need to stand on formality. You may address me as Mr.
Boring. Ada, I want to watch the show again.
Ah, yes, they warned me about this. This is not an Aetherwave serial. This is a transmission.
What's the difference?
I am Administrator Ludovico. Never mind. Let's just get to the point. Halcyon Helen is dead. Murdered. Her death is the tragedy of our lifetime. As the face of our new product line, her murder is a stain on the Rizzo's brand. She was scheduled to unveil our newest product, Spectrum Brown, before this tragic event. But we cannot move forward with our unveiling until we apprehend the killer.
Halcyon Helen's dead? Oh no, the Chief of the Savages finally got her.
Is this some kind of sick joke? This is the freelancer we're trying to hire.
All right, Ludovico, that's enough. You don't know what you're doing. Let me handle this. Captain Hawthorne, Sublight's favorite freelancer. I'm such an admirer of your work. Cedric Kincannon, Sublight Underground. I'm so glad we're hiring a third-party investigator. No one wants to see a troop of UDL guards stomping all over my hotel. Least of all me. The murder of Halcyon Helen is a heinous assault on this colony. I look forward to watching you find the miscreant responsible and drag them out of the shadows.
I've never heard of this Sublight Underground.
Don't worry. You and I are going to become very close acquaintances. I run the Grand Colonial Hotel and Piraeus Spaceport. Ludovico and I are business partners, in a manner of speaking. Eridanos is our shared responsibility.
Eridanos is not our shared responsibility. Eridanos is my responsibility, to which you and your organization have latched on like a parasite.
Ludovico, you wound me. I'm establishing rapport with our new contractor. Let's not give him the impression that you can't be trusted.
Do you really want to do this right now, Cedric? You want to antagonize me while I'm negotiating a contract. Because I promise you, I'll win.
I want to hear more. This is starting to get entertaining.
We can do this anytime you want. I'll even make an appointment. I'm sure your schedule's wide open. What with your product launch being indefinitely delayed due to unforeseen murder.
All right, Cedric. If that's how you want to behave, I have no choice but to file an official reprimand on your permanent record.
Oh, please do. I'd love an official reprimand from a failed executive. Could you do me a favor and have it laminated?
Could we please stop this nonsense?
Wait, who are you?
Captain, I'm Constable Maria Keene. Hiring a third-party investigator was my idea. I've been studying your dossier.
And you still want to hire me?
You're reliable and competent. You've been taking care of yourself ever since you arrived on Halcyon. And you're entirely independent. As far as I'm concerned, you're the ideal inspector for this case.
Inspector Ogg. I like the sound of that.
I'm pleased to hear that. The future of our complex may depend on your success. I'll leave you in the constable's care. Mr. Kincannon and I must have a word.
Fine. Bud Rizzo's is paying for that hotel room.
I can't tell you how grateful I am for your help. And even though they may not show their gratitude, I know Administrator Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon appreciate your involvement. Mr. Kincannon could lose his spaceport if board authorities took over the investigation, and if Rizzo's is forced to cancel its unveiling, we might never recover.
Alright, I guess I have everything I need.
Transmission terminated. Captain, we are now cleared to land at the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex.
So what can you tell me about Eridanos?
Eridanos is a hydrogen-helium gas giant, distinguished by a well-defined ring system. The Eridanos Atmospheric Complex is a system of land masses propelled through a thin layer of the upper atmosphere, where humans are potentially capable of surviving.
You have any insight on why they'd be trusting me? Making me Inspector Og?
There are several reasons why someone would hire your services. In descending order of likelihood, they are as follows: desperation, confusion, mistaken identity, inebriation, and genuine faith in your abilities.
I'm guessing mistaken identity. That sounds the most right. Thanks, Ada. Okay. Well, I guess we should head out, right? To Eridanos.
Eridanos, recently famous for Halcyon Helen's death. How exciting.
Pretty impressive. Alright, let's head there. I wonder who I should take with me. That's the next big question. Well, I think I'll take Felix and Pravati. Not that they'll have particularly useful investigating skills, I just think they'll be the most enthusiastic about trying to find out who murdered Halcyon Helen. Yeah. Ooh, pretty cool. Ada. Okay, that's fine. You're flying it fine. Wow. I'm getting a crap ton of experience just for, like, cutscenes, but okay, that's cool. Hey, Pravati.
I can't believe Miss Helen's gone. Feels like it's going against the laws of nature somehow. I used to watch Helen's serials. She'd fall into mortal peril every couple episodes, but she always lived in the end.
So, how does it feel being on Eridanos?
Breathtaking. Have you looked over the edge of the complex yet? Just watch the clouds turning? It's like an ocean without end.
I should check that out. It is something.
Eridanos and Olympus are the two biggest planets in Halcyon. King and Queen of the Sky. Looking out to the horizon, I get this feeling that we're in the company of royalty. Eridanos is 100 times the mass of Terra 2, 800 times the volume, 10 times the diameter. We're flying through the tiniest layer of habitable atmosphere. Sometimes I can't believe how small my world used to be. My horizons were about as wide as the walls of Edgewater.
And now look at you, on top of the world.
Yeah. We've come a long way.
Okay, let's talk later. Where's Felix? Oh, there you are.
I know we got a murder to solve, but I say we take our time. Enjoy the hotel. No one's allowed off the islands except us. The killer ain't going anywhere. Unless they jumped off the edge. And they got some way to fly. Huh. Didn't think about that.
You know, I'm surprised. I thought you'd be more enthusiastic about investigating murder, but hey, that's cool. We should enjoy the hotel too, right? We'll talk later. Just want to look around a little bit. Wow. I like what they've done with the place. Looks magnificent. I wanted to take Pravati's advice and look out over the edge. There are some impressive views here. That is really cool. Also, I think I may have gotten trapped. Oh wait, loot! I almost forgot about loot. That's like half the part of this game. Collecting loot from everywhere. Ammo that I never use because I use melee weapons. You know, now that I think about it, I don't know if I can even sell ammunition to anybody. Huh. Alright, I'm sure there'll be time to explore all of this.
You know, we don't have to catch Helen's killer right this second. Maybe we ought to take in the sights.
You did mention that before, and I don't disagree. We should take in the sights.
Hello there. Hope your atmospheric entry wasn't too troublesome. As a guest of honor, you deserve the best in comfort. Sublight Salvage and Shipping Underground, or Slug, as we like to call ourselves, is delighted to welcome you to Eridanos. I'm the Grand Colonial Head Bellhop. I'm here to grab your bags and direct you, the inspector, to the Grand Ballroom, which was the scene of the crime.
I have two observations. You seem to have some kind of skin condition. I hope that's not painful or anything. And that's a really nice hat. I love your hat. Well, I suppose since I'm Inspector Ogg, I should ask about details about the murder. What can you tell me?
I can try. I was the one who found Helen's body in the Grand Ballroom. Corpse wasn't in the best shape. Aside from that, I don't know a whole lot. Helen was supposed to host the unveiling for Rizzo's newest product, Spectrum Brown. Until you catch the killer, the unveiling's been indefinitely postponed. Helen's death has been a shock for many. A lot of people are inconsolable. Hell, even Black Hole Birdie, Helen's beau, has wandered off. Some folks think he had something to do with the murder, but I don't believe it.
Hey, Black Hole Birdie may be a savage brute on the field of honor, but he's no killer.
Wait,
I
what?
still don't understand why anyone would have it in for Ms. Helen.
Folks get heated when it comes to serials and their actors, I suppose.
Typical show business.
Don't I know it? Reminds me of the shootout in the lobby between Odeon Pictures and Rota Reels back in the day. And you wonder why nobody mentions Rota Reels anymore.
I don't think I've ever heard of rotoreels.
Probably because they embarrassed themselves. The CEO of the company boasted that his crew could operate better and longer than Odeon Pictures mechanicals. I watched as Dr. Goodnight dragged him out of the lobby while he slept like a baby. The rest of his crew folded in a matter of days. Let's see here. Oh, I already spoke briefly about the Spectrum unveiling, or lack thereof. It's still an awful shame. A lot of folks looking forward to that.
Guess so. Anyway, I'm gonna go look at the crime scene.
Sure, go on ahead. I'll grab your bags.
Bags? What bags?
You're making fun, right? Your luggage, your belongings, kit, wherever you keep what you ain't wearing. You're still giving me a pretty blank look. Suppose it's none of my business, but do you just wear the same set of clothes all the time?
To be honest, and this is truth, I wear whatever I strip from my enemies' corpses.
Well, reckon I can respect your candor, even if it scares me a smidge. Anyhow, I'll look for you in the Grand Ballroom later. Hope you can unravel this mystery, Inspector.
Speaking of taking clothing from my victims' corpses, I love your hat. That's a nice hat.
The atmospheric complex is on complete lockdown. No one's allowed in or out until the murder investigation's concluded.
Do you have any idea who I am? I could bury you under 6 tons of paperwork before you had the time to cry out for your supervisor.
I'm sure you could, but we fed our last box of grievance forms into the incinerator a few months ago. Is there anything I can do for you in the meantime?
I cannot believe this. Bertie Holcomb is likely beside himself in grief.
Whatever happened to Bertie Holcomb?
Why'd Helen have to go and die in our hotel? We don't need that kind of notoriety.
Sorry, I hate to get so up close and personal. I'm wondering if you had the same skin condition as a bellhop. Maybe it's something environmental. You don't mind if I take this, right? I'm taking it. It's mine now. Oh, there's a workbench over here. Hi.
I'm pretty happy working for Slug. Mr. Kincannon treats us with respect.
Well, good for you. You know, it occurs to me I've been using the science weapon PET a lot, and it is effective, but maybe I should stick to the champion tossball stick from now on. It just does a lot more damage. Anyway, I digress. Nobody minds if I take this stuff, right? What gear am I wearing? Alright, never mind.
Do you have any idea how many people have spent at the Grand Colonial? It is my...
Hey, dude. Look at all this stuff just laying around for me to take. Hi.
We're the future of Sublight. Just you wait and see.
Can't get in that way. Okay, if they take this. There, I took it.
Job to do, and you'll get fired if you don't do it.
So there's this over here. There's this entrance here. There's an elevator here. Alright, well, this is probably not where I need to go. Probably need to go down here. The lobby's down here somewhere, I imagine.
Greetings, Inspector. No need to check in here. Your paperwork has all been processed. You should be able to find the Colonial right ahead.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. We don't serve any drinks with those tiny umbrellas.
Oh, man. You're losing stars over that. Worst hotel ever. You don't sell the drinks with the umbrellas. You don't mind if I take this, right? It's mine. I just lost the key. That's all. It's mine. It's also sealed.
I feel like I'm spending a fortune just standing here.
Wow. Fancy. Hi, guys.
You know, I never imagined Spencer Woolrich would outlive Halcyon Helen.
Who the heck is Spencer Woolrich?
Bertie Holcomb is likely beside himself in grief.
And where is that individual?
It really is a terrible shame. I absolutely adored her cereals.
I almost can't imagine someone wretched enough to do such a thing. You don't think a dissident could be here, do you?
What? Oh, no, no, there's no dissident here. What are you saying? No, no dissidents. Definitely no dissidents here. Oh, I just want to explore this place. I want to look around. Take in the sights. I know I should be going to the lobby investigating the murder, but I want to explore. It's really pretty here. That looks like maybe a greenhouse over there. I'll have to check that out. Ah, it's a map transition. Whoever's responsible for that slogan, if it's brown, drink it down, I think they need to be sacked.
You know,
And
for a
experience for a
monument
map
to the wealth
transition.
of the elite built on the backs of the working class, it's real pretty.
I know, right? Yeah, it's pretty. Hi, guys.
I'll bet you 10
Mr.
bits this is all
Kincannon
just some sort
really
of
knows how to
publicity
run a
stunt.
hotel.
You think it might be a publicity stunt?
Oh, come on. Why is the lounge closed? I wanted brunch.
I can't believe Helen's gone. We're never going to get a sequel to Terror on Monarch.
There's a pool? Grand Ballroom is that away. Okay.
With Halcyon Helen gone, does that mean Spencer Woolrich will get all her roles?
I certainly hope not. That man doesn't even act as well as I do. I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
Oof. If he's a worse actor than you, ugh. He's terrible.
The crime scene's awaiting, Inspector. Can't believe something like this could happen in my hotel. When I found her, I was just hoping she had a little too much to drink, but all the grievous bodily injury adds up, I suppose.
So this room seems like a bad place to loiter after hours.
I reckon you're right, considering the fact that Helen was murdered here. No telling what she was doing. Anyway, I'm sure you've got questions.
So tell me how you came across the body.
Sure, I'd taken to checking the barroom every few hours prior to the unveiling. Just to make sure no sprats had snuck into the place. You understand. Found her right before I was set to head back to my room in the lower levels for my mandated 5-hour sleep period. Tell ya, thank the law for caffeinoid. Been too upset to get a wink of sleep since. And hey, now I can finally see smells.
That's probably a bad sign, my friend. Did you kill Helen? You can tell me if you did. It'll be our secret.
What? No. Just because I found the corpse doesn't mean I made her a corpse.
That's usually how it works with me.
all day. Besides, I loved Helen serials. Well, the old ones anyway. The newer episodes are hot junk on a warm day.
So why would Helen have been there?
Beats all hell out of me. Maybe she was, practicing for the unveiling?
Okay. I had some other questions.
Sure. What's on your mind?
Did you see Helen on that day before she died?
Of course I did. I just told you I found the body. Oh, wait. You mean when she was still breathing?
Yes.
No, of course I didn't. Plus, it's untoward for an employee to speculate about the actions of a hotel guest. Not that I saw any hotel guests interacting with her.
You do know that there was a murder that took place, right? Alright, fine, whatever.
Sorry, Inspector, they don't pay me to think.
They pay me to think. God knows why. Alright, do you have any idea who might have wanted to do her in, you know? I'm not asking you to do my job for me, but I kind of am.
Everyone's got theories. I don't reckon mine hold much more weight than anyone else's.
Well, that was evasive. Alright, fine. I guess I won't get any more out of you. But I do like your hat. I definitely like that hat.
Welcome to the Grand Colonial. Please make yourself at home. I hope you catch the killer soon, Inspector. I don't want to see the Grand Colonial shut down.
Concierge? Oh. Concierge has an office. And stuff to loot. Welcome to the Grand Colonial Concierge Terminal. Please do not store any insufficiently encrypted gossip on the Grand Colonial Concierge Terminal. Any complaints? From Annoyed? Subject this infernal racket. Do you like torturing me? Is that what it is? When I first learned I'd be just beneath the floor occupied by the Rizzo's Rangers, I was excited, as any tossball-loving halcyonite would be. What I did not anticipate is the degree to which these hullheads seem to enjoy prancing to and fro, pounding on their floor and my ceiling every hour of the architect-cursed day. Did they install a tossball fifth court upstairs while I wasn't looking, or is this normal? And worst of all, it sounds like one of them has decided to start imitating a woolly cow. I'll give them that it's a convincing facsimile, but it has no place in a hotel. and each bleat is so loud it shakes the glasses on my face. I demand a room change yesterday. For each additional hour after midnight today that I'm not rehomed, I expect at least one employee to be fired. Okay. Concerned Byzantine. Mechanical menace? To whatever member of the help it may concern, I have heard a horrible clanking passing my room every night for the past 6 nights. Yesterday I mustered up all my courage and sent a servant to look. And upon her return, she said seen what looks like an armed mechanical wander by my room for the past 6 nights. And upon her return, she said seen what looks like it. I don't even know what that's supposed to be saying. She said it was something called a Burbage 3001, and it was a serial star. Okay, I don't know what any of that means. If this machine is a serial star, I must ask, why are you filming outside our rooms without paying us? We're not consenting to having our temporary property filmed. There's no doubt a contract for this, and if the machine is allowed to wander without being filmed, then I want to be paid double. Do you have any idea how dangerous that thing could be? It could tread on my foot and ruin my aspirations to be a professional dancer, if I ever decide to have those aspirations. I originally await a response. VIP guest list. Helen Halcyon. Despite her celebrity status, the greater part of Halcyon Helen's requests have been fairly normal. Soup, shampoo, new towels, and so on. The one exception is her unusual consumption of food and drink. I'm not one to judge about that sort of thing. Law knows I've seen stranger proclivities on other guests, but she really does request a lot, and frequently. Listen to this. For lunch today, she ordered 6 Borscht bean sandwiches, 2 purple berry shakes, 2 purple berry liquors, several retro rockets, and cigarettes, enough to crush a teacup canid. I'd wonder if she's planning a party, but the cleaning staff say that every time they've gone up, there's been no sign of what she's ordered. If Helen really does keep managing to get through all of what she's been ordering, maybe she should consider quitting show business and entering the competitive consumption scene instead. Sounds like maybe she's feeding other people. Woolrich Spencer. In the past 2 weeks, I've received 315 different service requests from Mr. Woolrich. These requests include, but are not limited to, his entire wardrobe from Terran Monarch, 413 different outfits, including a primal suit, 5 gallons of each color of spectrum, except black, wants 50 gallons of black, teacup canids of various breeds, a plasma launcher, and consisting of over 60% of all total requests, an upgraded room. A Minister Ludovico authorized him to move into the second largest room just to shut him the hell up, but Halcyon Helen got the biggest one. And of course, Woolrich can't accept that he's been eclipsed. Got another room upgrade request as I was typing this. I have more than half a mind to send an exterminator to fumigate his room, just so he can't request anything else for a while. But then he might come down here and try to talk to me, and I think I'd quite honestly rather be dead. So, high maintenance. Holcomb, Black Hole Birdie Holcomb. Holcomb's requests have been about what you'd expect from a professional skullcracker. Toss balls, toss ball sticks, new clothes because he keeps, and I quote, accidentally tearing the shirts that are too small for my giant muscles. Funny how the rips I've seen look more like they've been made by hand. I noticed that he's asked for very little in the way of effort accelerators or enhancers. The No Skin Tough or OxyComp. Not even any Dervish Mist. Typically, tossball players go through that filth like no one's else. Maybe Holcomb's trying to prove something to Helen? Whatever it is, I don't think it's going to work. Okay. Know a little bit about the guests that might be important. Grand Ballroom. This is where the murder took place. Employees only. I don't have a card for that. Looks like I've seen the murder scene. Right through here.
Black Hole Bertie's disappeared, you know. That poor fellow must be inconsolable. Mr. Kincannon really knows how to run a hotel.
Hey, guys.
I could never work for Slug. They're not recognized by the board.
Oh, thank the law. Inspector, you don't know how relieved I am to see you.
Do all constables have scars on their faces? Is that like a prerequisite for getting promoted? Actually, we spoke on the Aetherwave, but it's nice to meet you in person.
Constable Maria Keene. It's good to meet you in person, Inspector.
Dr. Goodnight. Ecstatic to make your various acquaintances and so on. Are we finished with the pleasantries? There's something I'm excited to show you.
Here? Out in the open? What have you got for me, Doctor?
An extraordinary contraption. You'll love it.
Our coroner has developed a device which may prove useful in your investigation. Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you. Oh, please. You make it sound as if I'm turning over stolen goods. Behold, my discrepancy amplifier. Hold it in your hands. Feel the way it hums with ontological potential.
Why does this all feel so kinky to me? What kind of batteries does it run on?
I'm so glad you asked. Allow me to explain. The discrepancy amplifier uses a deterministic model of
Blah, blah, blah. Derpty, derpty, derp, derp. She's explaining the discrepancy thing advice.
That's the long and short of it. Brilliant, don't you think?
Huh? Sorry, I was thinking about food.
Just do us both a favor and give the amplifier a try.
I'm contractually prohibited from endorsing off-brand technology, but I'll bend that rule just this once. You'll want to peer into the amplifier and examine the crime scene.
Oh, that is hilarious. I wonder if that's just because Og is so dumb that happened, or is it scripted to happen that way for everybody? That is funny. Hang on a second. Okay. What does this thing do?
This unit has detected a discrepancy related to Halcyon Helen. Unscheduled expiration of. Begin amplification.
Okay, I don't like machines talking to me. Speak when you're spoken to.
Please do not daunt the discrepancy amplifier.
Oh, you'll love this. Amplifier, tell the inspector about your features.
Please do not interrupt the discrepancy amplifier. The discrepancy amplifier is programmed to take instruction from its registered or designated inspector.
How curious. I must have set its impertinence levels to flagrant.
This unit's features include an automated personality simulator. This unit has been programmed to simulate joy and satisfaction in assisting you.
Okay, so what is this discrepancy that you found?
This is a bottle of unreleased Rizzo's product. Helen appears to have attempted to use it to spell something as she expired, but all she managed was a sticky bee.
I figured it out! She wanted some Borst!
Likelihood of Helen using her final moments to spell the first letter of the food she was craving, 0.0002%.
So you're telling me there's a chance? I'm pretty sure I'm right. Let's move on.
This evidence has been recorded for later reference. Now generating pre-approved compliment. Splendid work, Inspector.
Thanks. So, oh wait. Is that footy prints? Oh, this is so weird. Okay.
Typically, the ballroom is cleaned twice daily, which means this must have been made by either Helen or her assailant or assailants.
Let me taste it.
Don't do that. We got food back on the ship.
Discrepancy amplifier. Do the size of these footprints match anything you have on record?
Footprint is a tailor-made 8.75, suggesting that its owner was very particular about their shoe size. It is also the exact size that Halcyon Helen typically prefers. There are traces of dirt throughout the footprint.
Okay, what can you tell me about the dirt?
The dirt carries traces of fertilizer, as well as the faint signs of crushed purpleberries and grass. Grass, fertilizer, and purpleberries can all be found in the purpleberry orchards, located not far from the Grand Colonio.
Oh, I'm stumped.
I'm pretty sure she was in the purpleberry orchards. In fact, it's kind of obvious.
This deduction appears sound.
Good work, Inspector. I had a feeling we'd make some progress once we brought you onto the case. You'll need Administrator Ludovico to grant you access to the orchards. Contact him through the secure access terminal in your penthouse suite. Check in with the concierge. Your room should be ready by now. If it isn't, I may have to go shake someone by the collar.
I have a penthouse suite? Ooh. Cool. Can I look for discrepancies with her? But I was just see if you had discrepancies. Guess not. Oh God! Oh God, no! I didn't mean to do that! Oh God! Wait, what did I do? I didn't know this thing shot bullets! Crap!
No! Get up! Come on!
Okay. So, when the good doctor explained what this contraption did, I probably should have paid more attention. I was just like, I wonder what the right trigger button does. Oops. Let's address this level up. Okay, so apparently it does a little bit of energy weapon damage. Just enough to, like, aggro everyone. Not enough to actually do much damage. God. Okay. Well, now I know. Alright, I guess when in doubt, dump more points into melee skills. Increase movement and action speed when TTD is active. That seems good. Let's go with that. Alright. So let's pretend like I didn't just shoot somebody with that weapon. And move on from here. And I'm going to move on next time. I think I've got enough to get a taste for what this game is going to be, what this DLC is. And I'm excited to find out who is responsible for this murder. You don't mind if I,
Captain, please show a little respect.
She did. She don't mind. Anyway, we'll continue our investigation of our hotel suite next time on Aman Chooses Murder on Eridanos.